These are the 5 questions with GEO Professor Austin. Get plenty of sleep, wake up at around 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Go to the gym for about an hour and a half, shower, come back home, have a nice lunch with my wife and young son, and then off to the tennis courts to exercise once again, playing tennis with my tennis club members. And then after, have some dinner with them, maybe a few drinks, and then come back home and rest. And then on Sunday, wake up, have a good breakfast, go to church with my family, and maybe go to a park and play with my son in the afternoon, and come back home and have dinner either at home or maybe in a nice restaurant. I think that would be a perfect weekend. I'm very active and I'm also very competitive. So whether it's ping pong, bowling, golf, tennis, I think anything with competition involved, sports, a game of Scrabble, chess, I'm very competitive, and I'll probably shake hands with you, say good luck, and then try to rip your throat out. So yes, the competitive nature has always been strong in me since I was a child growing up in Los Angeles, playing street basketball, club tennis, golf, pool. Anything where there's competition involved, I always try to feed off that and try to do the best that I can. I think that's something that I've always prided myself on, and I don't think most people realize how competitive I am since I'm such a nice guy. Anthony Robbins. As many people know, Tony Robbins is the grandfather of self-help, and I've always been a fan of his teachings and his work about bringing out personal power within oneself, having self-motivation, how to communicate with others, and just overall improvement. And Lord knows, I need improvement. And I've always been a fan of self-help. And I think having a drink with somebody such as Tony Robbins, I could just learn so much and just have a good sit down over a beer and just talk about life and what really motivates people and what drives them to succeed. I think that would be an interesting couple of beers. When some years ago I taught some university students, and they came back and they just wanted to say hello to me after about 2 or 3 years after I taught them, and they were just so thankful, and they still remembered some of the lessons that I gave them, and we just sat down, had some coffee together, and we just couldn't stop talking about all our classes, and it was just so nice to hear all the things that they've learned, and also how they developed as people and as adults, and it was just an amazing time that we shared, and I'll never forget it. Maybe I would give them a tip on how to organize their thoughts, because a lot of times students have trouble knowing what to say and how to organize it. So I always tell them one of the key ways to do that is to have proper note-taking. So let me just show you. Let me just write it up real quick. So if you have something like this, you have the topic, main idea, major, and minor details. And when you're answering any kind of question, whether it's a presentation or a simple question such as, do you enjoy the beaches or the mountains for vacation? You can just write it out there and know that these are the reasons why a student would choose the beaches rather than the mountains for summer vacation. Because of the weather, the sand, and the ocean. And they can just organize their thoughts in a much easier way so that they know how to present themselves in an orderly fashion. And I feel that if you have proper note-taking, it's not only going to help your speaking, but also your listening skills as well. So I think that's the one tip that I would give them. Proper note-taking. I hope you had a great time.